This is part of the beatitudes, as they call them, the blesseds are. And he says, blessed are the poor in spirit, because theirs is the reign of the heavens. Blessed is the poor in spirit. Okay? Now, the word poor there in the Greek, again, we are really, I don't know what the right word is, hampered or struggle against truly understanding Scripture because the translations are so awful. Okay? Okay, the word poor there does not really give us the right understanding. Unless you're going to think of the poor as, picture a poor person begging, okay? Because this is really talking about, blessed are those who are begging for the Ruach, okay? It also could be turned on a second understanding, because remember, Hebraically things are not either or, but both. Blessed are those who are poor in their own spirit, and then they're going to seek out and beg for His Spirit. But see, most people are very filled to overflowing in their own spirit. Remember, we talked about the spirit in man versus the spirit of Elohim versus the spirit of Hasatan, right? So just realize that the Greek word there is better, trying to picture the idea of a poor one who is begging for. Okay? Blessed are those that are begging for the Spirit, because theirs is the reign of the heavens. So what is the Spirit? The word of Elohim. Those who are hunger and thirsty for the word. It's so consistent. You know, praise Abba that His word really, if we just read it for what it says, is very consistent, isn't it? It's man that makes it look all gobbledygooked and all messed up and confused. You know, let's take that same understanding now and then read Psalm 51 and verse 15. Okay? We'll show how this understanding that I just gave you for the poor in spirit is consistent. 51:15 of Tehillim, Psalms. O Yahweh, open my lips, and that my mouth may declare your praise. Most services start out with that, by the way, if you're in a Hebraic service, in a Jewish service. He says, for you do not desire slaughtering, or I would give it. You do not delight in burnt offering. The slaughterings of Elohim are a broken spirit, a heart broken and crushed, O Elohim, these you do not despise. So let's see, that's the blessed are in verse 3 of Matthew. That's what Yeshua was talking about. Yeshua was saying, blessed are those that are Psalm 51:17. What broken spirit are we talking about? What is the broken spirit? That the spirit in man has been broken so that now the spirit of Elohim can go in. Think of like a wild stallion, a horse, right? What do they have to do with those Mustangs, those horses? They've got to break them before they can be of any use at all, before they can teach them. They have to break them. Some of you say, well, I don't know why my life is, well, because maybe he's still trying to break you and you're not letting him. Let him break you so he can build you back up. But you don't want to get broken. You want to hold on with that incredible strong tenacity that you won't let go of. You know, I wasn't going to mention this, but we can read it real quick in James. You know, in James 5, okay, just because the verse really fits into where we are right here. Okay, in James chapter 5, you know, he explains this problem. He says, look, in verse 8, he says, draw near, so James 4. In James 4, he says, draw near to Elohim, and he shall draw near to you. Cleanse hands, you sinners. Cleanse your hearts, you double-minded. Lament and mourn and weep. Let your laughter be turned to mourning and your joy to dejection. Humble yourselves in the sight of the Master, and He'll lift you up. So what is he talking about? He's like, let it all go. Get over it. Cry about it. You know, kick and scream about all the stuff that you have to give up, that you like, and you don't want to have to give it up. He says, but then you can finally humble yourselves, and He can lift you up. That's what James is talking about here. I mean, why would he be saying to you, you know, draw near to Elohim and He'll draw near to you, and then all of a sudden lament and mourn and weep and let your laughter be turned to what? He's saying your laughter, the things that you like and all that stuff that you want to do that you shouldn't be doing, kick and scream and get it out of your system and be done with it. And then be humble enough so that He can then lift you up. Is that not exactly the same as Psalm 51? Same as Matthew chapter 5? They're saying all the same thing. You have to allow Him to break you and just get it done with, and then finally you can be free so He can lift you up and mold you as the master potter into the image He wants to mold you into.